No human alive had imagined that the first extraterrestrial vessel would enter our solar system quietly. We had expected trumpets, glowing portals, streaks of fire, anything worthy of a galactic debut. Instead, the ship arrived like a stone dropped into a still pond, producing gravitational ripples so subtle that only a network of deep space telescopes noticed. For hours, scientists around the world dismissed the readings as errors, atmospheric interference, or a malfunction in the newest Chilean array. Then the object decelerated. No natural body in the universe simply decided to slow down. The first images captured it far beyond Neptune, a geodesic sphere of black metal, surface shifting and folding as if it breathed. It absorbed almost all light, giving it a silhouette so perfect it seemed cut out of space itself. The world reacted as expected. Panic in some corners, awe in others, and politicians racing each other to microphones. But what made the event legendary wasn't the ship's appearance. It was that it ignored Earth entirely. For 2 days it drifted inward on a straight trajectory toward Jupiter. Every radio telescope blasted it with greetings in all known languages, binary-coded mathematics, even ancient human music. We begged for acknowledgement. The sphere gave none. Missions scrambled to prepare probes, but everything moved too slowly. Humanity watched helplessly as the alien craft reached Jupiter, dipped into the swirling cloud tops like a whale returning to familiar waters, and vanished from view. Then the gas giant trembled. Jupiter's bands twisted violently, storms inverted, and lightning arcs thousands of kilometers long erupted across the surface. The sphere resurfaced briefly, drenched in roiling ammonia clouds, then streaked toward Earth, finally noticing us. The world held its breath. The craft entered orbit with uncanny ease, stabilizing above the Pacific Ocean. After a full hour of motionless hovering, a circular aperture opened on its underside, and something descended. Not a beam, not a hologram, a being, large, metallic, multi-limbed, simultaneously precise and fluid in its movements. It hovered kilometers above the ocean, scanning the air, the waves, the very curvature of the planet. Then it produced a sound, not a linguistic attempt, but a deep, resonant hum that vibrated buildings across continents. And millions of humans felt something they couldn't explain. A sudden, sharp spike of fear, primal and instinctual. This was the moment we believed the invasion had begun. It wasn't "the being was terrified of us" middle when the fearless fled. Chapter 1, the first broadcast. The aliens sent a transmission through every device capable of projecting light. Phones, computers, billboards, even digital watches. The message, however, was not a threat. It was a plea. The image showed the metal being standing before a pulsating blue interface, and a synthesized voice translated its meaning. "Do not approach. Do not signal again. We request quarantine. You are dangerous." The world froze again, this time for an entirely different reason. Dangerous? Humanity had spent centuries wondering whether alien civilizations might annihilate us. Now we were the ones others feared. Governments demanded clarification. Scientists, philosophers, and conspiracy theorists shouted over one another. Finally, the alien spoke once more. "We are the Mael'suun. We have traveled across the dark for 70 of your lifetimes. We are explorers, unafraid of voids, storms, and ancient celestial predators, but we have never encountered a species like yours." The alien paused, as if struggling to articulate something beyond its capacity. "You are fearless until you meet us, but we were fearless until we met you." The being trembled, genuinely trembled, its metal frame quivering like an animal in pain. Chapter 2, Dr. Elara Myles. Dr. Elara Myles, astrophysicist and xenolinguist, wasn't supposed to be anywhere near the Pacific Command Center. Her original job had been to help interpret radio signals. But when the alien described humans as dangerous, she was called in. Myles wasn't a soldier or diplomat. She was a scientist with a calm voice, a talent for pattern recognition, and the ability to keep her composure when others panicked. This made her the ideal candidate to attempt the first direct communication. She traveled via helicopter to the deck of the naval carrier USS Horizon, stationed closest to the Anomaly. A thin column of light still connected the ship to the hovering alien entity above. Myles put on a headset linked to a multi-frequency translator and stepped onto the deck. "Mael'suun, representative," she began. "We wish to understand. Why are we dangerous?" The alien responded so quickly the interpreter lagged behind. "Your nature is unstable. Not biologically, emotionally. You bear contradiction in your genetics. You create and destroy. You fear and yet advance. You are violent and compassionate. You explore even when it kills you. This paradox is unknown to us. That doesn't make us dangerous," Myles replied gently. The alien issued a series of chimes, which the system slowly interpreted as something akin to laughter, but strained, uncomfortable. "You misunderstand. It is precisely your unpredictability that terrifies us." Chapter 3. The Jupiter Incident. Over the next hours, the alien revealed the truth behind its arrival. Jupiter, it explained, was not just a gas giant. It was what they called a grave mind, a planet whose internal magnetic and gravitational resonances fostered a dormant cosmic organism born from the earliest days of star formation. Most grave minds slept eternally. Jupiter had stirred because of humanity's constant electromagnetic activity. Communication satellites, ion propulsion tests, quantum resonance experiments. We had awakened something inside it. The grave mind sensed intelligence, the alien explained. It sought to consume it. The Mael'suun had arrived to contain it. They were specialists in suppressing celestial threats. Their ship's descent into Jupiter had delivered stabilizing pulses that pushed the organism back into dormancy. They had saved Earth. But the act of saving us wasn't what frightened them. It was what they found in the wake of our interference. The alien displayed an image, pulses radiating from Earth like the heartbeat of a star. "You emit patterns we have never encountered," it said. "Chaotic, brilliant, reckless, beautiful. You are capable of harmonizing or rupturing the cosmic web." Myles frowned. "You're saying we could destroy the universe?" The alien's limbs curled inward. "Or save it. That is the problem. You do not know your own potential." Chapter 4. A Species Without Limits. The alien revealed its species had traveled across thousands of star systems. They had met civilizations built on pure logic, others driven by instinct, some entirely immobile but hyper-intelligent, and even a few that existed only as quantum echoes. But humans were unique. You transform anything you touch, it said, resources into fuel, ideas into empires, conflicts into innovation. Your unpredictability bends probability around you. "Is that why you fear us?" Myles asked. "Yes, and no. We fear what you may become." Another hollow image appeared, a projection of humanity's possible futures. Some showed humans exploring distant galaxies, connecting species, stabilizing dying suns. Others showed desolate star systems, civilizations reduced to dust under human expansion. We were Schrödinger's civilization, capable of incredible creation or unimaginable destruction. Chapter 5. The crew's reactions. Not everyone on the naval carrier believed the alien's story. Some officers insisted it was a manipulative tactic, a psychological ploy. Others believed the alien had come to warn humanity away from Jupiter because it held valuable resources. But Myles could sense authenticity in the alien's tremors, its careful phrasing, its avoidance of direct threats. The Mael'suun were terrified, in a way that suggested they had never known fear before, and the more it explained, the more Myles understood why. Chapter 6. Humanity the Catalyst. What frightened the Mael'suun most was not our weapons, our wars, or our ambition. It was our capacity for change. Most species advanced linearly, predictably, with inherent limits. Humans advanced chaotically, in explosive bursts often triggered by catastrophe or curiosity. We evolved socially, technologically, and philosophically at a pace unmatched by any species they had studied. The alien described it as a jump evolution capability, a trait so rare it bordered on mythical. Humanity was a catalyst species, capable of altering not only our fate, but the trajectories of civilizations we encountered. To contact us was to risk reshaping themselves in ways they could not predict, to bring us into the galactic community. That was the Mael'suun's greatest fear. End. Becoming the Unseen Light. Chapter 7. The Choice. The alien made a final declaration. We must leave, and you must decide your path. If you remain as you are, dangerously brilliant, other species will discover you. Some will worship you, others will fear you. A few will attempt to destroy you before you can change them. The alien turned its gaze toward Myles. But we have seen something else in you, something no probability model predicted. What? She asked. You care. You listened. The alien told her that compassion, combined with ambition, was the most volatile force in the universe, but also the most transformative. Then the alien made a proposal unlike anything expected. They would leave, but not abandon us. They would hide Earth. Chapter 8. The Veil Protocol. A new structure unfolded from the geodesic sphere, an enormous web of microscopic particles dispersing through the atmosphere, then beyond the ionosphere, then into deep space. These particles bent light and radiation around Earth, masking our presence from detection by nearly all known extraterrestrial technologies. A cosmic cloaking device. The process took hours, and while governments protested vigorously, they were powerless to stop it. Humanity watched as stars shimmered oddly overhead, then stabilized. To the universe, Earth was now a dark, silent patch of nothingness, a protected anomaly. The alien's final message flickered onto screens worldwide. This is the Veil Protocol. Remain hidden. Grow wisely. When you are ready, when you understand yourselves, we will return. Chapter 9. The Departure. The alien ascended toward the sphere, its body reabsorbed by the ship. The sphere folded in on itself, shrinking into a needle-shaped sliver, then shot upward with a burst that rattled tectonic plates. They were gone. Just like that, the world stood still for days. Relief mingled with unease. Were we truly so unpredictable as to frighten a species that traveled the stars? Or had the Mael'suun seen something within us, something we were not ready to confront? Dr. Myles returned, her institute in silence, carrying the weight of the interaction like a second heart beating inside her chest. Earth was now alone but safer, hidden but watched, feared but protected. Chapter 10. The Human Horizon. Months passed. Jupiter's storms calmed to patterns unseen in a century. Astronomers confirmed that external cosmic signals no longer reached us. The veil indeed concealed Earth. Humanity had been given time to question who we were, time to steer our future deliberately, time to understand why a fearless species had fled from us. Dr. Myles wrote the official report for the United Nations Science Council. Her closing statement became a historic line. The universe has looked upon us and stepped back, not because we are monsters, but because we are possibility. She concluded with a warning whispered to no one else. If we do not choose what we want to become, the universe will one day choose for us. Chapter 11. The Signal. 1 year after the Mael'suun departed, Earth detected a faint pulse from beyond the veil. Not a message, too short. Not a probe, too small. Just a single, precise signal. It echoed the tone the alien had emitted during its first descent. A reminder, a promise, a challenge. Humanity, for the first time in history, did not react with fear or chaos or desperation. We reacted with resolve. The stars were hidden from us only temporarily. One day we would reach them again. One day we would meet the Mael'suun once more, and on that day they would know us not as a threat, but as a species that finally understood its own power.